16 Gas, the podcast. It's been a minute. I think, man, there's so many games out right now. So much of us is just busy doing stuff. I think we might have moved the podcast to once a month, man. I don't know, but it's been real crazy, man. For real. We've been really busy doing whatever we wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? I apologize for all of us, but we haven't really spoke to each other either. So, so yeah, but we got another banger of an episode for y'all because we always do. So shout out to y'all. I promise to get those show notes out, or timestamps for y'all in the show notes. But yeah, be on the lookout for that stuff. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get with the intros. We're gonna start off with Dom, man. That boy got braids, bro. Say what up.
Yo, what up, y'all?
I beat that. They look good, boy. They look clean. I see it, man.
Yeah, thank you. I've been trying to do some stuff.
Look at
For last week, I went to the gym 4 times last week, and I played basketball one day as well.
Sound like right? GP, old GP anyway. Eating cookies right now. I'm joking.
Say you fell off, man. Let me stop. But I went to the gym 5 times last week. I've been feeling good. Also, I've been seeing our brother at the gym a lot too. He been going. I be seeing him when I go up there. You know, he be up there.
Winston Spring.
It was Winston Spring. You know, they down for renovation right now.
Well, yeah, but that's where you go, right?
Yeah, that's where I go. Yeah, I seen him at the other one over there on Wrightsboro too. But yeah.
Y'all work out together?
Nah, we working out with not yet.
Okay.
But also I've been up to something. I got my Security Plus test Monday, the 25th.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been studying for that while I've been doing that. You know, you always get nervous when stuff come up. It ain't like I'm gonna be nervous when I take the test. You know, I just get nervous that it's approaching. And then when I go up there, like with anything, and I go up there and I do what I be like, man, that was easy, right? Even with public speaking. But also I've been playing a few games since I seen y'all. I played played NBA 2K, the new one 24. It's cool, right? It's a 2K game.
Okay.
I'll say a few criticisms is it feel more pay to play than previous years, right? Not even pay to win, but pay to play, right?
How come?
Cause one of the 2Ks they like overtuned like what you call it, My Career. They overtuned the like what you call NPCs or like the computer's defense, and they never undertuned it, right? So with a bad my player, I feel like he ain't gonna better do nothing in My Career at all, right?
Oh.
Secondly, right, when you playing online, they made it so that, you know, back in they had like park rep, right? You know, you'll have a level based on like I guess your rep in the park, whatever. Now you can just pay for all that, right? Pay to get to level 40, right? And they implemented something like a few years ago, 2 years, where they did seasons instead of just one rep meter, and it changes, right? And then you play and you get higher up. Now you can just pay to get that rep, right? And it's like it's like $140 to get level 40, right? And it's like once every month, and they know people gonna be buying it. I don't know. And it feel like the VC that you get in the game it's like inflation, like 2K inflation, bro. Every year your VC pays for less, right? The clothes, like for some shorts, is like 6,000 VC, dog. For a pair of basketball shorts, it's like 6,000, 7,000. I'm
how
like,
much
bro,
does it cost to get VC? Like how much? Like if I wanted to buy some VC coins, what's like the ratios?
I think if you do $5, you might get like 15,000 VC.
15,000?
Yeah.
Or 1,500.
Okay.
No, 15,000. But that's like a pair. That's like a shirt and some shorts for your character right there. And once you get to the point where you start leveling up certain skills, it's like 1 point in like 3-point shot. It's like 5,000, 6,000 VC at a point. So like once you get like level like 70, like on your 3-point shot, like every level above that is like 5,000 VC each. Like every point above that.
Oh, so you just can't grind and earn it. You
can earn it, but you get like maybe no matter how good you do. Like I had like a 60-point game, and I still only got like 1,300 VC from that match. You know, from like a 20-minute match, right?
Listen, you also going against people that only play 2K and they save their money up all year just for this. You know what I'm saying? They got a savings account
like,
for 2K, bro.
People was like, so they implemented a limit so you can't just instantly get to 99, right? But like the highest was like 88, right? People was 88 the moment the game dropped, bro.
Stats.
People was 88 the moment the game dropped. And it's like, bro, if you playing park, try to play park, anything like that, you ain't gonna have no fun. All right. Also, a few things I feel like they fixed, because before it's like the defense was like non-existent against people. They fixed it a little bit, but I feel like they overtuned it. So like any amount of contestation, right? Is like a break on your 3-point shot, bro. Break on any shot. Like it'd be like 7% contest, and then like the shot meter go from like this much green to this much green, bro. It's just a brick, bro. It's like no point. But
Okay.
people complaining. It's 2K. People complain every year. People still buy it, and people pay all that money for the VC, right? My friend was like, bro, he didn't pay $220 on this game, and that was like the first week the game came. I'm like, bro, calm down.
$220.
$220 for 2 characters, right? Next, I've been playing Liza P. It's cool. Don't got too much on it because it just been playing it a little bit. It's a Souls-like, feels like that. And then I watched the One Piece show, finished it. I don't know if y'all plan on watching it, so I won't say many spoilers. I'll say it's good for a live action. It's kind of corny at moments, but what can you expect sometimes?
So the anime is not corny. It's literally because of the live adaptation part is corny.
But if you watch stuff like Naruto, right?
Imagine
like-
Goku powering up in anime, and then translate that to
like
a human.
it won't be
You know what
corny
I'm
in the
saying?
anime, but you watch it in real life, it's kind of corny.
Yeah.
Right? My main critiques though
Yeah, shut
is
up.
that
Dude. Like, shut up.
some of the stuff outside, like the action was good, right? Like obviously, Luffy didn't fight as much as he would in the anime, just because obviously it's a lot more CGI for him than the other characters, right? Some of the casting they did really good for some of the characters. I feel like the main character sometimes, like the dude who do Luffy, I feel like he's trying so hard, right? You ever seen as a kid, ever gotten mad and try to like deepen your voice to act like you mad as a kid? That's what it sounds like he's doing sometimes, right? I don't know. Obviously, it's not like horrible. Some of the characters are really good. But I'm also kind of like worried because they changed some things from the original show, obviously, right? But like some things changed, like where pieces fit, and some of the things that they change make it seem like they changed some of the important stuff, like why maybe like Usopp joined the crew. Like in the arc in the show, he did some stuff to show why he was needed on the crew. It's like this time they just made him join because he's a character in the original anime. Right? He didn't do anything really in his arc to show that his significance or whatever. But then some of it was good. And they spoiled some stuff for the anime, right? That's supposed to come like 400 episodes later. But that's besides the point. But all in all, I'll give it like a 7. Low 7, maybe high 6. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did GP have you? Yeah. What you said?
No, me and my girl might watch it.
Yeah. It's cool. GP, have you seen the Rurouni Kenshin? I remember you had talked about that before. The Rurouni Kenshin live action movies.
I sadly say no, but I heard nothing but good things about it.
Yeah.
But speaking of, never mind. I'll say it on mine. Go ahead.
That one translates though. It's just sword fighting. They're not like pulling out Moonblast.
Yeah. Don't play them like that, bro.
I don't want them to. I like it just
I'll say
as it
this.
is.
The CGI doesn't look bad for the One Piece show. It doesn't look bad for the One Piece show.
Till you start turning stuff to rubber. Anyways, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, that's it for me, bro. Also, supposedly the season 2's already been confirmed. What?
None.
My fault. I thought that was it. The season 2's already been confirmed for the One Piece anime. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, GP.
What's going on, y'all? Man, just I didn't go back to my old ways where I didn't game at all, but I did realize I'm on the Xbox. Well, excuse me, the PC Game Pass, and if you don't know, that comes with the basic EA access. So I was able to try one of my long treasure game of Madden. Had 10 hours, got to play and realized like I am terrible at this game now. I mean, terrible. And if I ever stop again to like not play it, I'm not getting back on it. Like I'm just gonna retire it, put it out my misery, and just take it out the pasture. Me and Madden, we don't have that same relationship no more. Anyways, so once I realized that, I kind of just been chilling, studying like Dawn for Security Plus, but for me it's CCNP. I actually just gonna get a book. I've been doing a lot of videos, and I'm telling you, I take all these quizzes and I get the quizzes right. but just what I remember from the test, some of the stuff were not covered. So to cover those things, I'm just gonna get the book. I'm gonna get the book what they want me to know, and they probably will talk to me a lot more about their specific products that I can read on and actually see. So I'm gonna get the book, pay for it. I already got a homeboy who told me he got like a cert or two he want to get, but after he's done, he's gonna go back and try to get his CCNP. He let his expire. So I already got somebody I can sell it to get some money back, or I might just let him borrow it, just as a friend. So that's kind of what I've been going through. As far as what I've been watching, Asoka, Star Wars kind of came. I have to admit, I like Asoka. I thought Obi-Wan was really good when it came out, and Asoka gave me kind of the same vibes. I don't know. I guess this is a spoiler, but it's been pretty public. I like when they bring back old actors from the old Star Wars stuff, and you see them. And I've seen a few in this show, and I really like that. It really makes me like, man, I remember watching that in high school or whatever. So that's been good for me as far as what I've been watching. Of course, JJK. I've been a little more excited for JJK recently. This most recent seasons give me, like I was telling Soup and Dom, like, man, I might just read the manga. But I kind of calmed down. It wasn't that good anymore. Like maybe one episode made me feel that way. And then after, I'm kind of like, yeah, I can wait. I'm okay. But it's been good. I've been enjoying that. And then, go ahead. What, Dom?
Now, I was gonna say, I also told you to wait, man. It ain't the same.
Yeah, when he said, I still don't, I don't want to use this word hypocrite, but you've already read it. So I can't even take what you say fully, man. Because you know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm saying, just wait for the anime, man.
No, man. I was reading manga before I was waiting for all this anime was coming out. But no, I hear you though. I hear you, man. It must be really bad or something must not be good if you told me to wait.
No, I'm just saying you don't get the same feeling.
I could imagine because the vibe of the show is one of the best things of it too. So, with that being said,
especially if the animation is good. If the animation ain't good, then you might as well read the manga. But I feel like
but the vibe of the show is cool too. I mean,
yeah,
it ain't like
the
first intro. Like the first intro
that was fire.
It was fire.
Yeah.
Not saying these are bad because even this most recent one is okay.
Yeah,
it's okay. It's okay. But you don't get that reading the manga, right? Like I don't get them dancing in fresh clothes. I just get the paper. But yeah, man. So I tried Madden. I am considering getting the EA Game Pass Pro. That way I can play Madden and have access to some other games like the Star Wars. And then when I'm done with it, I just cancel it. Like I don't pay for Madden, play it for a few months, and then I still got it. So I'm thinking of doing that for the EA Pro. So that's $19.99 a month. I'm thinking I'm about to make that jump and do it.
Okay.
And for me, man, my girl birthday. My youngest daughter. I say youngest. I lied. My oldest daughter. She turns 3 Saturday, so we're gonna go to the zoo. So that's exciting. Celebrate her birthday and have some fun with all that. So that's what's going on with GP, man.
We going to the zoo too, probably. Not for her. Well, I mean, technically for her birthday, but
what's we going
to? Columbia. There's a zoo in Columbia. But yeah,
I was wondering what the nearest zoo where y'all were, but yeah, that's right, Columbia. Yeah, Columbia,
I went when I was a kid, but I don't remember not much from it. So, but my oldest and my girl and my oldest went last year. They had fun for what it was. But yeah, we might go all together this year. But my intro, I passed CEH, Certified Ethical Hacker.
Congrats. Woo woo.
Yeah. I was happy to be done with that. So that's probably the last cert I'm ever going to get. Next thing with me as far as education is getting my master's degree and then just being done with studying for stuff because I honestly hate it. Well, I hate it now because I've been doing it for like the last decade plus years, but now I kind of just want to relax and just enjoy my life till retirement or whatever I do. Who knows? Every 5 years I'm doing something new. So, but yeah, as far as that, after that, I started playing Starfield like September 1st. I actually started playing Starfield before I took the test because I'm not finna wait. I had to play a little bit. But anyways, I've been playing since September 1st, early release. And it was a lot of like talk behind it. Like everybody, people were saying like, oh, they only gave the reviewers, certain reviewers to review the game, and they wanted a high score, blah 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 blah. And then like GameSpot and IGN gave it a 7, while everybody else that had the game reviewed it a 9 out of 10. After I played it, I honestly think like every criticism I heard about the game is true. Like I can see how someone would give it a 7. I can see how someone would give it a 9. Me personally, I'll probably give it like a regular 8. Because the game is like, it's not, you don't really feel like you're in space. There's a lot of load screens, and then like when you traveling through space. Did you play Starfield now?
I played it a little bit and I lost interest, man.
Yeah, like
Wow.
do you like Fallout? Do you like Fallout or Skyrim?
I do like Fallout. I do like Skyrim. I was just kind of put off, like how you say it's a lot of loading screens. I would have thought you at least like fly to like planets or something, but no, you kind of pick where you want to go. Some enemies in that area, you got to kill them first. You land on the planet. You just choose a place to land. You know what I'm saying? You can't even get in your ship and fly to another part of the planet. Like,
Oh wow, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I thought yeah, I didn't know that.
So they said that it's not like you can't just take off. It's not seamless like No Man's Sky or anything. But they didn't say really how like it actually is. Like, so how it works is like you got a ship and you can customize your ship, which is really cool. It's really cool. You
Right.
can customize it. Like when you choose a different part, the inside of the ship looks different. It's really cool. Like they outdid themselves with the shipbuilding part and like making it yourselves and like or making it your own kind of ship. You can own multiple ships. You can steal ships. You can do all that kind of stuff, right? But like the thing is, it's like it's just load screen. So it's like space is its own load screen, and you're in front of a planet. But when you fly around in space, like the planet don't really go away. You don't really fly away from the planet. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just kind of like in this arena, this big space arena essentially. So you don't really feel like you're like in like it takes you away from the immersion, I'll say, versus
Right,
like if you were
right.
to just be able to fly from the planet to another one, because I feel like at the very least you could at least fly from the planet to another one. But no, you can't. You gotta like click to the planet, press X to jump to the to the system, and then you end up in front of the planet. If you want to
Like
go
a
to another
Pokemon
planet
level.
in that same, like let's say you wanted to go to the moon from Earth, like
Alright.
if you're flying in Earth, you can't fly to the moon. Like you just can't. You gotta go to the menu, click moon, fast travel to the moon, and now you're there floating in front of the moon. You know, and if you visited the place, you could fast travel, which I like. Like, you know, let me be able to fast travel to a spot that I've been to before. But like,
That you've
if
been
I-
to, right.
yeah, but like even if I haven't been to there, you gotta like go and click all this extra stuff. Like the space stuff is so clunky, bro. It's so clunky, and it could really throw you off. But like everything else to me is really good. I mean, my outside like the gunplay feels good, but the AI is dumb, so it's not like, you know, you're not playing like Doom Eternal or whatever. But I mean, that's just what you get with Bethesda's games. So I've always been fine with that. But I mean, it's the best it's ever felt in a Bethesda game. But yeah, but essentially this game is pretty much more Bethesda, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it doesn't really push the needle forward as far as like making inspirational game or a game that's like gonna inspire other games. Like it's probably like it's their new IP. Like they got Fallout and they got Elder Scrolls or whatever, but like their new IP, like those two IPs, they, you know, you could spawn. They like there's other games that mimic that kind of like layout of a game, but this Starfield is really not doing anything new. Essentially, it's actually it kind of feel kind of old. But I like the game. I wouldn't say I recommend it because of the space part, but everything else is really cool. Like the when you walk in and get these quests and you really get immersed into the world as far as like the quests to give you and finding different people to talk to and do things for. Like you could go into like, you could be a pirate, you could join the pirate crew, or you could join the army, and then like you gotta fight like these big space fleet battles. It's pretty cool. The space battle is really cool too. It's really just traversing space. It's so ugly. It's the worst. I've never seen something so ugly. It's so bad. It's click, click, click,
I know
click,
my
click.
homeboy was saying he said, yeah, you could tell this wasn't a fully released game, and because he was even saying, I told him, I said, should I get on it? He said, man, if I was you, honestly, I know I've been playing it, but I would just wait till they give some patches and some updates. That's what his advice was to me.
So patches and updates ain't gonna fix that. I don't know if he was saying that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if he said, like, I don't know if he got like a nice computer. Does he got a nice computer?
Yes, that and he has the newest next gen on the Xbox.
Oh, he's playing on the Xbox. Okay.
He got it on both.
Okay.
He said it plays better on his console than it does on his PC, even though he hooked his PC up to like have major specs. That's part of the reason why he said he gotta wait for the patch, because he said the game can't even utilize his PC the way he wanted to.
So that's true. It's not unplayable though, but like, it's not the best. I'll say that. But it's not. It's more so because the way they decided to go with development. I don't think it's more so a patch. So like, I'll talk to you about it later. I mean, it might take me 5 minutes just to get you done.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But essentially, like, I could understand why he's down about the performance, because I mean I am too, because you spend all this money and it should run better. That's why I'm mad with Star Wars, but yeah, like, yeah, but I don't think you should. Like, I think if you want to play it, like, play it now. It's not gonna get any better.
Right. I see. Right.
Yeah.
You said you mad with Star Wars?
Yeah, the performance on my computer. Star Wars.
Oh, you talking about that game? I forgot that game came out, to be honest. Yeah, Jedi Survivor, right?
Survivor, yeah.
I forgot that game came out.
That game, that's one of the games that actually angered me. If I wanted to put that on the topic today, I could. But nah, I'm not. But yeah, Starfield. Nah, man, it's just not doing anything new. But it's still fun though. It's still fun. But yeah, I can't recommend it. Oh, somebody leaving. Came back. Y'all came back. Y'all here?
For some reason, my jank went off. Was that just me?
It froze. You were speaking and it just froze. Like, is it me? I was still live.
Yeah, that was everybody, and not just me.
Oh, okay. Here we go again. Discord tripping.
As always, man.
Yeah, I might have to go to Google Meet. Apparently, that's a better. That might be a better option.
Skype, let me stop.
Yeah, but anyways, let me keep going. Watch Talk to Me. Wait, before I get to something else other than the game, Titanfall 2 made a resurgence. I love that game. Been online. GP, you played Titanfall 2, right?
Yeah, the game was amazing.
It's on Game Pass, so if you want to play it, go ahead. Everybody online right now for real. Like 20,000 plus people have been playing it. I played it. Me and my girl played it.
What's the cause of it?
Well, the servers were down for a while, and then I actually was going to talk about this in random news part, but the servers were down for a while, for like a year or two maybe, because it's an old game, and why would they fix an old game? But they fixed it, and everybody was like, hooray, and got back on it.
Wasn't there something some hacking thing happened or something like that with that game?
They did have some hackers doing something, but they ended up fixing the game, and they actually and it was some more to it. Like, there was like the devs left like some secrets and stuff in there. They added like a thing from Apex Legends to like a secret area. So I don't know, it was really cool. But yeah, get on that game. I played Immortals of Avium. I didn't play long, but like, man, that game did not stand a chance. Nobody's playing that game. Nobody bought the game, but like, it's a decent game for what I played, man. Like, do I recommend you playing it now? No, it's too much out. If it would have came out next year, it probably been better. But watch JJK. I feel the same way as GP. And I watched Talk to Me. If you want to watch Talk to Me, do not go into this movie thinking it's a horror movie. If you're a horror movie fan, I don't think it's a horror movie. It has horror elements. I think it's more so suspense. But overall, it's a decent movie. Do I recommend it? I don't recommend it. I give it like a 7 out of 10. I don't not recommend it, but I'm not going to also tell you to go watch it. It was a decent movie.
A lot of people like that movie though. I haven't seen it myself, but I know a lot of people really speak highly of it.
I know, and that's the second movie that I've seen where a lot of people liked it. I'm like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What's
Like,
the first one?
huh?
What's the first one?
Wrath of Man. I actually didn't like that movie at all. A lot of people like that movie. Wrath of Man is like this action movie with Jason Statham. But I talked about it before. Yeah. But yeah, Huh?
Oh, I was gonna say something, but you can go real quick.
Yeah, like, I wish I could talk to me, because, like, man, it's just,
I'll see it soon so we can talk about it.
yeah, you'll see what I'm saying. But just, first one, lower your expectations. Because I think everybody went in there with low expectations. I went in there with super high expectations. One, lower your expectations. Two, don't go in looking for horror. It is not scary. It is not scary. It is not what you say, Hereditary. That's what I think. That's what it's called. It's not that, and on any level. It's not on any other horror movie level. It's kind of its own thing, and it does it well. It does it really well, and it's kind of funny. It's not horror funny, but it's kind of funny because, like, Australians, I've learned recently, are actually pretty funny for some reason. To me, I like their humor, but
He said they funny to me.
no, really, they be saying some funny stuff to me. I'm like, you guys are funny, but yeah. So yeah, that's talk to me, and that's my intro, man. Went into like a Starfield review. So yeah, man.
I was gonna say one last thing. The Nun came out, and I heard that movie was bad as well. I don't know what they're doing. Like the people who made Conjuring, which is the people who made the Nun,
I don't like
and
none
then
of
the
them.
people who made the one I forgot the other one that was big back, Insidious. Man, them last two movies that both of them have released have been trash, dog.
The only good to me, the
surprised by
only. So I think overall, like, they made Insidious 2, The Conjuring, and I think The Conjuring 2. I feel like those 4 movies, people are like, they're decent. At the very least, like, that's the
I
overall
like
consensus.
Conjuring 2, and Insidious 1 I thought was really good as well.
Yeah, I didn't see The Conjuring 2. I hated the first one. The first one was so boring. I'm gonna watch the second one though. Apparently that was, like, we'll see. But
I don't know.
That's the one I knew. Well, no, if I lie, I ain't see the con. I'm thinking of Insidious. I'm thinking of Insidious.
yeah, Insidious the first one. Yeah, that's my favorite horror movie. Like, it was pretty good. I mean, back then at its time. Anyways,
Right.
but yeah, I mean, I already knew it was gonna be trash. I wasn't go see neither one of them.
And we talking about some complete brought up horror movie. I'll stop going into this. We talk about this another day.
Sports Minute. Apparently, Dom is leading this one.
So
Let
I
me
just
hear
had
you.
I had a hypothetical question, right? I had a question regarding what's his name, Messi, right? Signed with Florida. I forgot the name of the team, right? And then there was a match. They had a game in Atlanta. And people were angry because what you call it, that Atlanta started upcharging tickets because Messi's going to play in Atlanta, right? And then when come to the day of the game, Messi didn't play, so people were angry about that. How do you feel about, I guess, overall? How do you feel about, like, going to watch a match or something, and, like, maybe the star players of the team don't play, like, they're not injured or nothing, they just don't play? How do y'all feel about that? Like, say you bought tickets to go see, like,
I got you, bro.
yeah,
Basically, if you went to try to see LeBron, and LeBron said, "I'm chilling this game."
yeah,
He ain't hurt. He just sitting on the bench. I mean, that's something. I mean, I'm only speaking of one sport, in the NBA. The whole resting, they're trying to do away with that. People just resting star players. I
yeah,
don't like the practice because, the idea I'm gonna spend money to make it to a game. The common persons probably at most will make it to 1-2 games a year. I say common, like, I haven't been to a game in like 6 years,
I've
right?
only
So,
been to one NBA game, yeah.
so the idea that I'm gonna just make it to the next game is just not a real expectation. So you really are stealing from the fans, especially when you just told me they upcharged it because Messi, and the person you upcharged before not even playing. So what am I paying for then? Like, that's the question I'm asking. So they stealing money, but at the same time, I have heard this. It's not the players that always want to rest, but it's like the higher ups that tells them to rest.
Yeah,
And that's where the issue is. Like, if the player really just like, bro, I don't want to tear my Achilles. I really don't want to hurt my foot. I might not be as critical. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
at the end of the day, you only get one body. And I hear horror stories of how people have to hold on to the stairs just to walk up. Like, they can't walk down the stairs, but they can walk up. I don't want that to happen to you. But if you telling me that you're just resting because you just robbing the fans, and that's kind of how I look at it, truthfully.
yeah. And the thing with Messi, people were saying that it may have been speculated, because like I guess a lot of people, Atlanta has turf instead of real grass,
Right.
right? And I guess like some people don't like to play on turf or whatever, so people are speculating that like that's why he didn't play. And then he
Hmm.
made a tweet saying he grew up playing on turf and stuff like that, right? Saying turf ain't nothing to him. He grew up playing on turf. And then people was really angry. I would be too if you go to see like one of the best soccer players in the world, they're not there to play.
Right. Right.
I think for me, it's more so about perspective. Because obviously we would be upset, like, yo, bro, I want to see you, go crazy. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's kind of like it's like you wanted to take a day off. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to work. Like maybe you don't feel like working that day. If somebody, it's unfortunate, but I just don't feel like doing it. You know what I'm saying? So one, if the player don't feel like doing it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like he don't feel like doing it. Like, oh well. Two, if they're trying to win games and they trying to be strategic on when they want to rest and when they want their players to play, I get that too. Because if they end up losing, the coach get fired, the higher ups get fired because they trying to, like show off for me, and I'm just coming to one game. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so perspective for me. I understand. Regardless, I'll be upset. I won't be like tweeting over it or nothing. I'm just like, well, that kind of sucks. But sometimes you spend $10 on a burger and that burger suck. So it is what it is. That's me though. If you up the price, I probably ain't coming again though. If you up the price and they ain't playing, then you ain't gonna see me again. That's all that is. But that's my 2 cents on
Okay.
Respect. Well, let me tag on to that. If you didn't watch this game, you must was living on the rock, because the Colorado and Colorado State game was probably one of the most, I say, hype games that I've been, around for, because I'm not a fan of either team. I mean, yeah, I like Dion. Don't get me wrong, Dion's great. But to say I'm like a fan of Colorado, I would be completely lying. But that game was, I think for me, I'm in the Central Time Zone, so my game was in about 1:30, almost 2 o'clock. And it was worth every minute. Like, I don't regret not getting enough sleep for church the next day. It was a great game. I hate that Travis Hunter got hit in the ribs like that. But the biggest thing I really love, though, that I think I'm kind of sold, and I'm going to check him out, I guess the player who hit Travis Hunter gave him a cheap shot. It was a cheap shot. I don't care what you tell me. It's a cheap shot. He got death threats. And Dion stood up and saying, bro, why are we giving death threat to kids? He was like, at the end of the day, this is football. Stuff like this happen all the time. People get hit and they, a cheap shot like that. He said, it's football. That's what people do. They hit each other. And he was saying, it's one thing if adults get death threats, but he's like, man, these are kids, man. They don't need to get death threats. He said, we done forgave them. Travis Hunter done moved on from it. And for me, that just was like, man, this dude really is like, okay, man, we already beat them boys. We already showed it. Let's move on from this. Why y'all still helping on it? Well, we over it, but y'all are still mad about it.
Yeah.
And so I can appreciate that from the standpoint of like, bro, get off his stuff and just let the kid live. Like I said, it was a cheap shot. Like, I'm not about to sit here and lie and be like, bro, that was whack. That wasn't whack. But the idea of why are y'all mad about it? The person who mad about it, he moved on. And so I really respect him for that. So prime time's really bringing Colorado some real headlines, and I respect that. Other than that, man, football been going on. Y'all know, the first 2 games of the season, my team 0-2. About to be another year of me being halfway depressed. Bryce Young
was excited too.
I know, man. I still am. I ain't gonna lie. I still believe in Bryce. I'm not even gonna lie like that. But it was it's a little sad. We lost to Atlanta. Like, we lose to the Saints yesterday, wasn't that bad. But Atlanta's, I tell you all the time, if I lose to a team, it can't be Atlanta. I can't stand Atlanta. I can't stand the fans.
When did that happen? When did that happen? Your hate for
last
Atlanta.
Sunday. Last Sunday.
No, your hate for Atlanta. When did that start?
I don't know. I think it started when my dad got really excited one day. It was for this football game. I'm like, my dad bought wings and he was getting all this stuff, and I'm like, what's happening? And then I realized they was in the Super Bowl. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Let's celebrate.
Way back.
Right. This way back.
We was
so
in
this when I was a
elementary
kid. Right. This the Broncos when they play the Broncos. So my dad decided, like, I didn't understand how big of a game this was. I just knew my dad was excited and he just wanted to buy wings and hang out with us. Man, by the second quarter, I'm like, is this gonna be a game or is it gonna be a blowout? Man, I remember falling asleep and waking up. I was like, you got me excited for this? And I think ever since then, Atlanta just always left a bad taste in my mouth. Like, you got my dad this excited. I got excited as a kid just to get blown out.
Man.
I'm like, I said, yeah, I can't like this team, bro. I can't rock with this team.
I think they're talking about doing the Dirty Bird.
Yeah.
Back then.
I think Jamal Anderson was running. Was it Anderson? I
don't remember.
But yeah, Dirty Bird was popular then.
Yeah. It was like going crazy at school too. Like, and my parents bought us like Atlanta Falcons shirts, and we had J's to match it. That was crazy.
They disappointed me, man. That's one of my greatest disappointments. So I just gotta let that go. But
they probably made new enemies a couple years ago, 5, 6 years ago. Same old, but even worse.
Right. Man, I actually rooted for them too. Like, even though, Carolina lost the previous year in the Super Bowl, it's crazy. Another team from the same division went. So I'm like, you know what, bro? I know I would hate if Atlanta won, but I really don't care for Tom Brady to get another one. I'd rather Atlanta win, right? 21-3, whatever. I'm like, oh man, they about to finally do it.
Listen, I never really watched football that much, but I was in Arizona. I'm sorry. I was in Arizona on TDY. We was eating at this restaurant. I was with some soldiers. And I'm like the only one from Georgia.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't know, man. They probably gonna lose or whatever. And they started winning. I started talking. I was like, yeah. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you, bro. I ain't never doing that again, dog. I don't care what. Not on football anyway.
That's funny.
I was crazy, bro. I felt terrible. I don't even watch football like that. I felt terrible.
Man, who you telling, bro? I just was laughing because at that point, the sadness of them losing did not outweigh the joy of me laughing at Atlanta fans. I can't even lie to you. But speaking of Atlanta Braves did clinch their division, #1 in baseball, and I believe it's the East. But Atlanta, they say they have a better team than the year they won the championship in 21. So I hope they can give me one more, because this is a really deep team. And with baseball, their salary cap is way higher. They don't have salary cap really. They just, hey, you want to play for us? We got the money. So I hope they make the most of having all these good players, because once you lose them, that's it. You don't get them back. So I hope Atlanta do something. But outside that, nothing else I would go too much in sports. Yeah, I won't say too much. That's all I got.
Cool, man.
Oh, I wanted to add something to the thing he said about the Colorado thing. Apparently, they even doxed the dude. They found out where him and his mama stay. Like the dude who did the dirty hit, they doxed him and his mom.
When you say dox, I'm old now. What are you saying?
It's not an old term. It's an actual term that you use for even cybersecurity. But it means when someone posts your private information online. So essentially, it could be even anything from your credit card, phone number to where you live.
Yeah, this happened to be where him and his mom live. Happened to be
from context, I knew what you meant, but I never heard that. I learned something new today.
Yeah, it's a legit term. It's not. I mean, it probably got more popularized recently because it's the internet, but it's a legit term. It's illegal. in certain aspects, it's illegal. But anything else? Okay, cool. Gaming news quick. There's a lot that happened that I wanted to cover. So I'm going to just shoot it out to you, and I'm going to make pauses and see if y'all got anything y'all want to say, and we move forward. So FTC leak, that happened today, which today is September 19th, by the way. And I'm going to try my best to get this episode out on today. The day you're listening. September 20th.
Wow.
We'll see, though. I'm going to try. I don't have that much to do at work. So I actually might take the rest of this week off after tomorrow. I want some days off. Anyways, FTC leak. So apparently Microsoft leaked their own documents. They did not redact this information, because at first the FTC was FTC was getting blamed, since we lost, the whole court case, we're gonna release your information. But no, they was like, Microsoft didn't redact the information, so yeah, that's their fault. They provided a link. Somebody probably gonna get fired or getting scolded. Who knows? But anyways, from that leak, we have confirmed, or at least at the very least seen, that RDR2, Red Dead Redemption 2, is coming to the next gen consoles, at the very least Xbox Series X. Why would it not come to the PS5? So it's probably going to be there too. Xbox will likely release a handheld device. Not sure if any information on that.
How did you get that? How did you get the info, by the way? That was news to me when I first saw that.
Oh, a leak happened today. Like it's all over.
Oh, this is still a part of the leak. Okay, I thought you moved. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a rumor.
I got something to say after you finish with the leak, Emperor.
Okay. Xbox Series X and S is getting a refresh. The X is getting a refresh. The S may be getting a refresh, but the refresh is like in 2024. The refresh is like different looks. It's not getting beefier specs, which sucks. But apparently the X might get like a discless version that might cost the same as a Xbox Series X. Fallout 3 and Oblivion are likely getting remastered. Indiana Jones, which is another game I think is being developed by Bethesda. I could be wrong. But it's close to release, coming in 2024 likely, and that is, I believe, an Xbox exclusive as well, or Xbox PC exclusive. Dishonored 3 is also in the works, and apparently Phil Spencer was on the record thinking about acquiring Nintendo, Valve, Warner Brothers, and more. But Nintendo was what stood out. And I'll say this about the Nintendo thing, like, he just said he wanted to acquire it. Like, he's not saying, like, it's going to actually happen. You know what I'm saying? So, Nintendo ain't for sale, bro.
Yeah, they ain't going to sell.
They ain't for sale, bro. So.
And they need some help getting a new console, though.
Yeah, apparently that's coming out next year, too, by the way.
Apparently. Right.
It's been some people that actually played, like, a prototype version of the new Nintendo console. Yeah, they played it at Gamescom. They said it could run. They played Zelda running at 60 FPS and a better resolution. That's all I care. Just give me 60 FPS. Honestly, you could do better res if you want to, but I just want 60 FPS, and I hope the games are backwards compatible with the Switch. That'd be so dope. But anyways, anything on this FTC leak?
It wasn't on the leak itself. But I know you said something about the Xbox probably getting a handheld console. Did we ever talk about the PlayStation handheld console thing?
Did not, but like
it looked trash. That's all I wanted to say. And then you gotta like stream the games too. That's so stupid, dog. What's the point of making a handheld console?
What you mean you gotta stream it?
You gotta be connected to Wi-Fi, and it like plays from your PlayStation, if I'm not mistaken. If I remember reading it correctly, you can
already do this, by the way, on your phone and stuff.
Yeah,
that's right.
But it's just a Switch with PlayStation controller.
And you can also only use, if you're using Bluetooth headphones, you only use PlayStation proprietary devices for Bluetooth. You can't use like iPhone, whatever, anything else. It's pretty silly. I didn't want to talk about it because it's dumb. Apparently there's a market for it, just not in the United States. Apparently Japan, like a lot of people be like, their culture is different, so it's likely more so for Japanese than Americans. Definitely not for Americans. We don't. Anyways, anything else?
No, that was all I wanted to bring up.
Yeah, that leak today. That was pretty big on the news on Twitter, for real. All of this other stuff is older news from last week. So PlayStation had a state of play, and Nintendo had a Nintendo Direct. They both were on the same day. But I didn't watch either because I honestly didn't. I knew it wasn't nothing for me like that. Especially that I already didn't know was coming. But for the PlayStation State of Play, we got RE4 DLC, which I think is out today or tomorrow or whenever you listen to this. By the time you're listening to this, the new DLC is out for Resident Evil 4. So if you want to play the DLC, it's out. It's also coming to PlayStation VR or whatever. Who cares? New Avatar game. I'm gonna come at the GP on this one. It's coming out December 7th, 2023. Helldivers 2 is coming out February 2024. I'm kind of interested in this game. A lot of people, I see some hype behind it. I'm not necessarily hype. I just think it'll be a fun game to play with y'all. It's a 4-player co-op. It's coming out on PC. And it looked pretty interesting. It's not gonna break any records, I don't think, but I think that's something we could probably enjoy playing together. Marvel Spider-Man 2, they showed that. That's looking, it still looks good. They actually went into some details with the game that's coming out in October. Super excited. That's probably that and Alan Wake 2 are like, I think that's the most excited 2 games I'm most excited for the rest of this year. Yeah. Tales of Arise DLC that was showed. Tales of Arise was a decent game. I just think that the way the last act of the game is so awful to me. Like I feel like because you could buy levels. Yeah, we talked about it. You could buy levels and like I feel like they was pushing you to buy levels. And I was playing on like the normal difficulty.
You about real money?
Yeah, you could buy with real money. You can increase your level. I was like, man, look, man, this game could have been.
He hate that stuff, man. I don't want to pay for nothing. I just want to earn it,
bruh. It's a single player game, man. Don't be doing that, dog.
Looking like 2K over here, bro. Buying VC, man.
Like why? Because I thought about it too. I was like, bro, why am I playing this game if I'm just buying it? If I'm gonna buy, so like I like a challenge. So if I gotta spend money, then why to go overcome the challenge? I'm just using my wallet. I'm not like using my skill. It's so silly.
Right.
Like, nah, man, it feels so dirty. I feel so dirty thinking about it. I'm like, I can't do it. But yeah, they also sold Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is the sequel to Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh my goodness! Every time
it looks so good, man.
I just be like, yo, bro, I can't believe they even did the remake. They making a sequel, bro. I'm over here, bro. I'm living the life. I'm actually gonna replay Remake again. I might buy it on my PC, man.
It made me want to go and finish it immediately. Cause I still
get out of here, dog. Get out.
No. It made me want to finish it immediately.
Kept that to yourself, bro.
But I was studying, so I was like, I can't stop studying to finish a video game right now.
Okay, you should have finished it forever ago. But nah, man.
Actually, I have a reason I didn't finish it originally.
Go ahead. I was gonna
say I was borrowing a friend's PS4 at the time, and he had to leave. So when I got it, that and Persona 5 R came out, right? And I was playing through, Final Fantasy 7, and then COVID happened, so he had to leave and go back home to Atlanta. So I had to give him his PlayStation 4 to take with him.
Could have shipped it, bro.
Okay, whatever, man.
No, I ain't gonna lie to y'all though. I did not see the Rebirth. I won't really watch it until I won't watch it on this episode because I don't want to be distracted by y'all. So
you need to go see that. You probably gonna be like smiling from ear to ear.
It's like 3 minutes, man, but it was so good.
You're gonna see so much stuff. I ain't even gonna tell you. I want to tell you now. I don't want to spoil it. It's a trailer. I don't even want to spoil the trailer.
Right.
Just go watch it.
The crazy thing is, it's supposed to be 3 of them, bro. 3. They said that they doing 3, right?
Yeah. After this one, there's one more.
Smoke, bro. Man, this game, they got so much in this game, bro. Oh my goodness.
I love it, dog. I love it.
It looks so good, dog. So good. I was like, man, I'm going crazy over here. But then I was thinking, it's made by the person who did Kingdom Hearts, who do Kingdom Hearts, right?
Yeah, he's directing it.
I was like, that's why we ain't hear nothing about Kingdom Hearts 4 yet, because this man over here working on this.
Keep doing it. Keep working on this, please. I'll take this way over Kingdom Hearts 4 for sure.
Nah, man.
I remember when they showed. When they was releasing the PS3, and one of the things they showed at E3 back then was like a Final Fantasy VII, like some kind of like, they showed the intro, but I forgot they named it so weird, but it was supposed to be like a remake, but they named it so weird. It was like some kind of like something demo, but it was just a trailer, and nothing ever came from that. And I was like, dang, man, so we never gonna get a remake for real? And now it's here, and we getting a sequel. Man, I played that game almost nonstop when it came out. I don't even remember if my daughter was born, bro. I think she was, and I was like, man, I wish I could just sit down and play this all day. But my daughter was born. My girl, she helped me. I think she assisted me so I could at least play it a lot, but not like I couldn't know life it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to just know life that game.
Right.
But yeah. Anyways, anything else? Talk about Final Fantasy VII forever. I love that game, man. That music, yes, sir. Anyways, all right, Nintendo Direct. So apparently F-Zero is now going to have a 99-player Battle Royale. F-Zero is that game. If you don't know, it's a racing game that it stars Captain Falcon. That's where he comes from. if you play Smash Brothers. It's now gonna be a 99 player battle royale. I'll try it out because I mean it's interesting. I guess I'm not looking forward to it, but I might try it out if it's free. I guess if it ain't gonna be free, I'm probably gonna try it out. It's probably gonna be dead by the time I get to it. But yeah, Don, you froze? You there, bro? Yeah. Oh, he gone.
We done lost one.
Dang, man. Well, hold on. Let me jot this down. 50 minutes. Y'all might hear a cut or something. Hold up.
My fault. I internet went off for some reason.
All right. Yo, bro. I don't know what I was playing, dog, but yo, dang, dog, that made me so mad. I think I was playing some multiplayer game. I was going off. Oh, all right, man. Look, we back. Don, you got anything else you wanted to say about the state of play real quick?
Nah, not
Oh,
about the
I was
state of
actually into the Nintendo Direct. My bad. So yeah, new Prince of Persia. That's a side scroller. It looks fire. Apparently, the people that played it, the demo of it, said it's fire. That's coming out on the Switch as well. If you got a Switch and nothing else, there you go. Super Mario RPG, the game that GP said he was interested in, is coming out November 17th, 2023. I might play it eventually. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is coming out summer 2024. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is probably a remaster of the sequel or the second Luigi Mansion that came out on, like, I believe the DS. It never came to console. So now that one's coming to console if you like Luigi's Mansion. They apparently got multiplayer in it too. Mario Kart 8, its last DLC is also releasing some point, and then Pokemon Scarlet and Violet also getting DLC.
That DLC comes out shortly.
Yeah, probably. I only put for both showcases like things that I think are noteworthy. So if you're like a diehard fan of either, don't shoot me. Like,
Yeah, the Pokemon DLC already came out. Came out the 13th.
Oh, so it already came out. So yeah, by the time you hear this, it's already out. So yeah, anything on that Direct?
I'll say this. Man, that Nintendo Direct was kind of disappointing. I'm tired of all these remakes. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well,
Like,
honestly, I'm not
coming
gonna,
from Nintendo. I'll say that. I'm tired of Nintendo. Nintendo ain't had a new game.
you know what?
Let me
I
stop.
could kind of get behind that because I'm looking for a new Nintendo specific game outside of like Zelda and Mario. So for example, like Astro Chain, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe more games like that. I mean, it was made by, it wasn't their like in-house studio that made that game, but still, like, I would like something like that to come through.
Also, you missed something. They're remaking a Thousand Year Door, Paper Mario. You ever played the Paper Mario on GameCube?
Oh, they did. I did miss that. My bad.
That
That's
game
the one.
was
That's the one I wanted to
That's
play.
a really good game, the Thousand Year Door.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted to play.
Now, I will say this though, with the Super Mario RPG, apparently they made the original one look kind of dreamlike on purpose, even though it was on Nintendo 64. Not like what's the game? Well, it wasn't Nintendo 64, but like Super Nintendo or something. But they made it look like it had like a dreamlike filter on purpose. Apparently, people are mad, kind of disappointed that it's removed. I don't know. Also, y'all seen like that Peach game? I do not like the way they're making these new Mario game looks. They look too glossy for me.
Too glossy?
Yeah, like you ever
I've seen that. I mean, I seen the Peach game. I didn't.
And then the last Mario Party game as well had that same look.
I don't know. I just be playing.
It looked too clean.
I'm not really keen on like graphics like that. Like
not with Nintendo,
especially Nintendo. Yeah.
Well, I won't say graphics, but I say art design. It looks like too clean, almost like playing with toys. Almost. I don't know. All right.
I don't know.
But I'll say this though. One last thing I want to say. Mario Kart 8 has been alive. It originally came out in 2014.
Bro, that game made them so much money, dog.
This game has been out.
That game alone, bro.
9 years.
People buy this stuff like this game be on top of the top 10 charts monthly. Like it still be on top 10, dog. People still be buying the game.
The DLC pack, I feel like it was a good value. $25. You get like 25 maps almost. You get characters, cards.
Honestly, Mario Kart is a family game. Like if I had like people that I hung out with a lot, like in person, we probably will be playing Mario Kart a lot because that's a really like it's a good game, bro. I ain't gonna.
Yeah,
Mario Kart. What's the other game?
Mario Party?
Almost like NWO versus like I say in all these games like 007, like those
No
was always
Mercy,
rotation back in the day, right? Like back in the Nintendo, they was always in rotation. It didn't matter what games came out. You go over a friend's house, you playing one of those games. Like they had one of the three. Like it did not matter. And so when you say that now, it's like, bro, Mario Kart is still in the rotation. No matter how many new games come out, Mario Kart is unbeat, bro.
Yeah, Nintendo fans don't. Nintendo fans really be on that.
They went from at my college. They went from 8-player Smash to somehow hooking up to the point where you can play 8 players in Mario Kart, bro. Had 2 consoles, 2 TVs, bro. I'm like, bro, what is y'all doing over here, bro?
It's on fire, man. It's a good game though.
You know, I love
It is
Mario
fun.
Kart,
I won't complain about Mario Kart though.
I just never got on that online.
I had to say
Mario
it's been alive since 2014.
Say Mario Party.
Yeah, that's my game. I love Mario Party, but I don't feel like people don't like it as much as I do most times.
Yep, you probably love.
I enjoyed the new one.
It's
I'm
fun, but I would probably I
That's
think
the
after
game
you
they
played
needed to
a
have
while,
DLC added,
bro. I think I don't know. It's weird.
That's the game that needed DLC. That new Mario Party. Good.
Yeah. I ain't played that new one. Anyways, so notable game releases. Liza P just came out. That's on Game Pass. Starfield, that came out earlier. That's on Game Pass. Payday 3, by the time I think it comes out on the 20th or the 21st. That's coming out that's on Game Pass as well. I actually want to play that with y'all if y'all down. Solar Ash, I wanted to put this out there because I like the developers. They created Hyper Light Drifter, and they're making the sequel to Drifter, which is Hyper Light Breaker, which is a 3D version of Hyper Light Drifter, apparently.
Bro, what you saying?
Listen, bro.
I know what game you're referring to, man. I know what game you're referring to, bro.
Listen, man. If you ain't talking about,
got mad.
Yeah.
Stop
You ain't no gamer,
drifting,
bro.
Talk about the game.
You ain't no gamer.
Hey.
Anyway, Solar Ash. I'm talking about the developers, like, because I haven't played this game, but it's coming out on Game Pass, and I wanted to play it, but I actually don't have time. I still don't have time now, but I might play it since it's on Game Pass. But Hyper Light Breaker, I'm definitely playing because I really love Drifter. Mortal Kombat 1 is out.
Who getting Mortal Kombat?
I might get it. My friends keep talking about it, so I'll
If
probably
y'all get it, I'll get it. Just to play with y'all.
I'm just letting you know. I'm waiting for the fighter game where we're both going to practice at the same time. Nobody's going on no training art while the other person drinking wine and chilling on the beach.
This guy, dog. Whatever, bro.
I'm waiting for Tekken 8, man. I'm waiting for Tekken 8.
You know what? Tekken, yeah, I'm for sure getting Tekken.
Tekken will be the Gamowasu.
Okay.
I'm just saying, we're gonna practice together so that nobody has an advantage.
Nobody practicing, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't even practice. I just play the game. Anyways,
You still play Callistic, man.
Anyways, Immortals of Avium that came out. You can play that on the EA.
What EA play?
Subscription whatever. Cyberpunk 2077 DLC and its update is coming out this next week. I actually
23rd, right? No, that's not the 23rd.
I think the update come out before the DLC. I'm super excited for this. I've always wanted to go back to play Cyberpunk when it's actually
DLC is the 26th, so Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm ready. My body's ready. I want to be done with Starfield before then, and so I stopped.
When you say done with Starfield, what you mean?
The game, like complete, like get to the credits. Like the game is huge, bro. Like you could play this game for like hundreds of hours, like for real, if you wanted to.
That's what I'm saying. You could be done with it by then.
The main story take like 17 hours, I think, or less.
Yeah, my friend beat the main story in like 2 days. We're only doing the story.
Yeah. So I'm pretty much halfway through with the story. I just been doing like a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, I that's the experience with the game though. I'm gonna come back to Starfield though, probably next year. Just if things slow down. Bro, this year, bro, it's so many games. Like you gotta do that, dog. You gotta put stuff aside, bro, because it's too many.
Hey man, you still owe me one more gaming session, man.
Oh, we ain't gonna get that. Trust me, bro. Trust me, we gonna get that. I'm gonna come back to that game. All I need
is one. I don't need no more either. Like I literally just get that one good one. I'll put it down because I haven't played it since. I'm just waiting.
Okay. I feel
but
like
I haven't
we
reached
did
out either, so it ain't like just you. I haven't said anything about it.
I feel like we did a good bit of. I feel like we did pretty good on a good bit of that game. I feel like I'm at a point where if I was to never play it again, I'm satisfied.
I think
Yeah.
I think I would be too. Yeah, until they release a new biome, right?
Yeah, if they really, I think we should do that. Then we play it one more time,
And then
release a new
that's what I
biome,
agree.
yeah.
And then just stop. Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that one time I do want to go up into those mini bosses. That was fun. That was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
He thought my screen went dark. Bro, I can't see.
Yeah, that one was pretty cool. So yeah, we'll do that. So however many times it takes for us to play and beat those, it shouldn't take that much.
Yeah.
But Madden, we talked about that. That came out, and there's 2 games I wanted to put on here. I don't think y'all see it. I got it on my list. It's just maybe I did put it. Anyways, Witchfire, which comes out tomorrow, is going to be an early access. It looks like a really cool game. I can't wait to play it actually. So I might play it during work. I don't know, man. Anyways, and Warhaven, which is like a multiplayer medieval game, it looks cool, but I don't know. After seeing recent gameplay, I'm like, it probably ain't gonna have no legs. It probably should have came out next year. But
that game was early play, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, early access, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure.
If it was on, it's been on. Yeah, I know it's been on early access on Steam. I just been neglecting to play it.
You sure?
I swear this the game that's been early access.
You know how Dom is.
Or I might be thinking of a different game that's
Yeah, last time Don rolled with you, man. I don't know, Don.
It's on my wish list. It's on my wish list, so it's
it come out tomorrow. Yeah. No, there's another game that's just like it though. It's called, or similar to it. It's called Warlander.
That might be what I'm thinking of, man.
And that came out in January this year. Ain't nobody playing that, bro. Let me look at the store page. They ain't got mixed reviews.
Nah, I wasn't talking about Warlander. I ain't never seen this.
Really?
I don't know what this is. Don't put this in my mouth.
Look, it's similar. It's similar as far as like the gameplay mechanics and it's medieval. All right,
I might just been seeing a whole bunch of videos of Warhaven. Like, keep popping up on my Steam page for some reason.
It's definitely been marketed for real. But yeah, and that is it. And I already talked about the random news with Titanfall 2 Resurgence. I love that game. But yeah, and that's it for gaming news quick. It's that oxymoron.
That wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be.
Nah, like I said, I wasn't trying to get y'all whole opinion on that stuff. I wasn't gonna get mine either.
Right.
So, main topic, man. Y'all ready,
We
bro?
talked a lot more than we thought about other stuff, though. Sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready, though.
Here we go. I'm already triggered. Times where gaming, or a game experience, anything dealing with gaming, triggered you. Who would go first, man?
I'll go first. I don't think I ever go first with these topics.
Right.
Have any of y'all played A Way Out?
Yes.
I haven't played it.
I don't. You know the twist at the end, right, Soup?
No, I haven't beat the game, but
What?
I don't beat every single game, man.
What?
Me and my
It's
girl.
kind of like.
Just
kinda
go,
like
I
It
don't
Takes
care though.
Two.
You can spoil it. You can just say spoiler alert for A Way Out.
All right, spoiler alert for A Way Out. It's like It Takes Two, but this twist, like after you know it, it's not the same. You sure you ain't gonna go back and beat it?
But I do not care about that game.
All right, so basically, it's A Way Out. It's a prison break game. You know, you and a partner, kind of couch co-op, online co-op, how you want to play it. You and a partner, right? And basically a prison break game. Find out one of the characters was betrayed by this guy, ended up being put in prison, right? The other guy you with, right? Kind of same story. Basically, you go through this thing, you get your revenge, this whole thing, right? You think the game about to be over scot-free, right? And then it turns out that one of the characters that you can play as, he was working for like the feds, the cops the whole time, right? So then like you genuinely like feeling betrayed, right? Because it's the buddy you've been playing with the whole time. They just betrayed you, you know? Obviously, they didn't know either, right? They didn't know either. But I was playing with my friend, right? Playing with my friend. And then you find out this happens. And something happens, right? Your person's able to escape from the police while holding the other person hostage. Then it turns into a whole gun battle, right? The ending changes depending on who wins the gun battle between you and the friend you're playing with, man.
Oh, nice. I
was so angry, man. And my friend ain't had nothing to do with this, bro. But I was so angry at this man sitting next to me the whole time, bro. The whole time, man.
Well, so it was his character that was working for him. It wasn't the character you was playing with.
Yeah, I was actually playing the character who gets betrayed, right, and not the one who does the
So
betrayal.
who won the gunfight?
Honestly, I honestly don't remember.
Nah, you lost, bro.
That's what it said.
I might have lost for real.
Man, you know you can't shoot.
But no, I was like, honestly, man, hey, I was into that game, bro. You actually feel betrayed at the end, man. Especially when you playing co-op. What would make you feel betrayed even more, right? Is I'm gonna play the game again with Naia, but I'm gonna purposely pick the character who betrays the other person, right, to see how she feels when we done playing. So I gotta tell her like not to watch this episode yet. So we're gonna play this, and I'm gonna purposely be the person who betrayed her. I feel like you would be like feel even more angry and betrayed if like the person knew from the beginning what was gonna happen. They chose purposely for that guy, man. Man, I was so angry at that part, man. I was like, what?
Okay, that's a good one. You wanna go?
Now you take it, man. My first one won't have any luster to it, man.
All right, so I may have told y'all this before, but I was in middle school, and so let me just tell y'all this is a little story real quick. So the sole reason, I'm in middle school, early middle school, I think.
All right.
I'm in 6th grade, probably 5th grade. I'm walking in the PX, which is a military store for military folks, and I see this game. I look at this kiosk because I love kiosks. I love seeing video game kiosks. I look at this kiosk. It's Halo Combat Evolved. It's the first Halo game. I've never seen this game in my life. That was my first time seeing this game. I fell in love immediately because the first thing I saw was people driving and shooting, and that's like one of the first games you could actually do that in. And you're shooting aliens. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. You got a minigun in the back. Like, there's no way this game is not in my house right now. So I tell my mom immediately, and we didn't get stuff like immediately. We only got stuff like 2 to 3 times a year for real. Our birthday and Christmas. So I waited till like probably my birthday or Christmas, and I ended up getting the Xbox, so original Xbox. I think it came with some games too, because it's been out for probably like a year. Probably.
It came with Fusion Frenzy.
Yeah, Fusion Frenzy. I actually didn't know how to play that game. I sucked at it. But yeah, it had some great moments with that Xbox too, outside of Halo. Had Kung Fu Chaos. That's the game. I think JP know about that one.
Mm-hmm.
Used to always be the ninja.
Played Desert Storm, Conflict Desert Storm. It had 4-player co-op. Shrek 2. Those are some memories I had with that. Oh, and another memory I had was playing Men of Valor. I
was gonna bring that up.
Yep. I played that game to death, bro.
Remember the booby traps, man? That's the only part I remember. Going through the forest with the booby traps. Man. I used to
traps, bro. Nah, you get killed by the booby traps off rip, bro. It's crazy. It's actually on PC too. I don't think it works that well, but I got it. I got it on my Steam.
That's funny, man.
But yeah, I had some fond memories of my original Xbox. So my homeboy Sheldon counts. We were real cool back then, and he was spending the night, and we were playing this game called Kane and Lynch. It's a co-op game where you y'all like some bank robbers. I don't remember, but we rented this game from Blockbuster, and we was trying to beat the game on co-op split screen, and we got close to like the end, right? And then like the game would just not let us get past it. We tried to clean this disc like 1,000 times. We just could not get past this part, bro. Alcohol, water, nothing. All right. So we went to sleep. Actually, we cut off the game and we went to go do something else. It started storming. I think that's why we cut off the game. I was in my dining room and we heard a loud lightning strike and a pop, pow, right? We was like, the heck was that? Oh well. We gonna go to sleep. I wake up. First thing I do is try to turn my Xbox on. Nothing.
That's the first thing you check. You like after like.
Nah, that's one of the things I did when I wake up in the morning. Like I wake up early. First thing I do, I'm gonna play the game. Cause like sometimes you gotta do stuff the rest of the day. Like who knows? I might gotta clean up. I might gotta go to the mall with my mom and sit in the car for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I want to play the game. I used to love that feeling of getting up playing a game because I had nothing else to do.
Right.
But yeah, it didn't turn on, bro. And it took me a while. Like, I was like, I unplugged that thing, bro. It took me a while, like some hours, to figure out what happened. And I thought about it. I was like, my Xbox got struck by lightning.
Man.
Oh my gosh, dog. I was like, man, that was the end of it. And the game was stuck in the freaking console too, bro.
I remember that. Tried to use a butter knife to get it out, wouldn't get out, bro.
Yeah, so that was a wrap for that, man. All the memories gone. Act of God. Gone. So yeah, that happened by OG Xbox. I would still have it today, honestly, if that didn't happen. But yeah, that obviously angered me.
Yeah, I got 3, and one of the stories is gonna be it's not even about the game, and I won't go beyond it. But number 3, I put it in this Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2, and it was Kid Buu. No, it was no. Yours is an honorable mention. I'm getting to that.
Okay.
But it was Kid Buu, bro. This dude had no reason being as hard as he was trying to beat this darn game. Like up to this point, I don't think there was not really many characters that was like a problem. I just basic combos, boom, 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 boom. When I tell you though, like I'm talking about, I remember just having to take a break. Like, as a kid, you don't take breaks. I said, I'm gonna put the game down for a minute and I'm gonna walk away. Because this dude was ticking me the heck off. I was talking about he blocked perfectly. He knew when to hit me. He sidestepped my attacks perfectly. I'm talking about I am like heated that this dude was so hard to beat. And so I'd never forget Kid Buu, man. Like any other Budokai games to me was not as hard. Even Salem, the first one, was kind of difficult, right? But yeah. I figured him out. I don't think I ever figured Kid Buu. I just beat him and just never did it again. Like I don't think I ever figured him out, like how to beat him consistently. It was just, I pray that you don't block this time. I pray you don't block this time. Oh, I won finally. All right, I'm done with the game. And so I remember that. And of course, I told this story on the podcast, man. I never forget this, man. This man Soup got Goten, and I had Goku at times, so it had to be 2 because he only could do Super Saiyan 3. Bro, I kid you not. The game was getting kind of close, at this point, desperation started to kick in. So we just wait. I'm waiting. Man, I hit Soup with a Kamehameha. I don't know how. His dude just went through it. He didn't block it. He didn't teleport. He just flew through it and just did his last little combo and took me out, bro. And then said, I ain't giving no rematch. It's like, you was so whack, bro.
Bro, we supposed to get off the game.
So whack. Nah, bro. He was so whack for that. Because that jump glitched like no other. I'm talking about Kamehameha. This man Goten went through the thing and he just took me out. Never. I mean, it was funny. I really was mad because I really felt like we may have went back and forth, but that was like our main characters from the show at that time. And so when he beat me like that, it was just like, dang, that was the heavyweight fight. Boston has like 10 fights, but you only care about the last fight. And that's what happened. I don't care about the other fights I won or lost, but that one I was supposed to win, I lost. I was so disappointed, man. Man, that's
hold on. Let me see when Budokai 2 released, bro. Because how long have we been talking about this? Budokai 2.
Listen, bro. If you ever listen, Lord
2003.
willing, you get your 50th birthday.
It's been 20 years.
You show up in it. That story might come out, bro. Like, man, I appreciate my cousin for coming out. I ain't never forget what happened in 2003, man.
I know.
Everybody gonna be like, what is he talking about?
Yo, that's funny, man. It's been 20 years, dog.
But yeah, Kid Buu was really the anger, but the most memorable was Goten going through that Kamehameha, bro. I'm glad they fixed them glitches like that, cause that was terrible.
Nah, I did my Kamehameha too. That's what happened. Anyway,
Bro.
Nah, what's your number 2, bro?
You muted?
Nah,
You muted?
your mic muted, bro. Like not the Discord.
Hello.
There
Can
you
y'all hear me
go.
now?
Yo, what's up?
I just changed. It wasn't muted. I just changed the mic in Discord.
Oh.
So my number 2, right? I got one. Happened when I was in college one day. So I was playing in college, chilling in the game room. People on TV playing fighters, right? The guy this guy playing with, I guess had to go to class. This is like before I was any good at the game, right? I knew like the basics, just the basics. So I get up there, I'm playing fighters with the guy, right? I'm getting my butt whooped, bro. This dude, I say he's good at the game. Right? He didn't beat me at least like 15 times in a row, right? And my friend sitting next to me, right, talking junk to me the whole time, like, bro, just give up. Why you keep playing, bro? All you gonna do is get whooped. And I was like, bro, you play. He was like, nah, I know when not to play because I'm gonna lose, right? I'm looking at this dude the whole time, like, man, bro. And so he leaves to go to the bathroom or something, right? I finally get a win. I finally get one win after he done left to go to the bathroom, right? He didn't see the one win I got. He left to go get this win. He left. Well, I had to get the win, right? I win. And then, right, I'm not the type of person who get up and after I finally get a win, I'm not the person who get up and leave. I finally got a win after all these losses. So I'll play one more, just for out of courtesy. He come back and see me take this final loss, and then the dude leave finally, right? And he talking just like, bro, I got a win, bro. When you was gone, bro, nobody is here to validate that I got a win, right?
Even
and
the dude you beat?
He left. He had to go, right? When the dude finally get back from the bathroom, the dude who I was playing against gone. Well, I'm like angry, bro. This guy's like, I'm like, man, the moment I get a win, you want to leave, bro.
That's funny, bro. But that's like the old cartoons with like somebody doing something, and then finally when they can finally get proved, then nobody's there to see it. It's like, yeah, good.
Yeah, you got animated.
Right.
Okay.
So let me ask, what made you mad? That he was still talking junk after you won, or the fact that he wasn't there
I
to
got
see
a
you win?
win.
He
wasn't there, and then he proceeded to talk junk after I won. Right? I was like, I finally get my win, and you gone, bro.
Hey man, do it for yourself. It ain't about the other people.
He lost 15
enjoy the
times.
fact that I got my
He
win.
definitely doing it for somebody else.
I ain't gonna lie. Listen though. I knew somebody who whooped me like that too in the game. It didn't even matter when I won, as long as I did it. If it would say 50 fights, I may have won 4. And then I even brought a friend and said, "Hey, bro, take this dude out, cause you good, right?"
You talking about soup, bro?
He got mollywopped too. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. I understand. I know your pain, bro. But like I said, I didn't play for other people. I played for me. The only person who felt bad was Michelle. Cause she'll look at me like, "You playing your cousin?" It's like, "Yeah." It's like, and then she'll just walk off. Cause she didn't want to witness that massacre that was happening in our house. But anyway,
what game you talking about?
you know what game I'm talking about. Don't you
Fighters?
Me, man. Yeah, I'm talking about fighters. Yeah. Like dog me, man. You know I'm talking about fighters.
The only reason you won because I chose random characters anyway.
Here you go. Now he's been disrespectful.
All right, dog, come on. Really, bro? Do not do this, dog. Do not do this.
Bro.
We already know about fighters, bro.
You turn on right
You're stupid, man.
Anyways, man, let me go number 2 since I'm gonna go. So this one, these are my like 2. Like, there's no, I can flip them. I think this one's more funnier, so I'm gonna put this at number 1. But number 2 is Tekken 3 and Tekken 6. Tekken 6, I remember I was in college. Tekken came out, I think I'm a freshman, 09. I'm like, oh, the new Tekken out. I bought the Tekken. Not too many people playing it, so I'm playing, I'm just trying to get good with the characters. I think the boss name was Azrael, the little Egyptian god monster, 10 feet tall on the screen. Man, tell me why. I thought Kid Buu was terrible, bro. Why is this dude 10 feet tall and I could not hit this dude? I'm talking about, I'm doing all my basic combos. None of my hits were working. This dude either block it or dodge roll. Put me in a 5-hit combo. I'm at half health. Man, when I tell you my roommate walked in on me, bro, he was like, bro, are you okay? I'm fuming, man. Like, I'm fuming. Like, I'm walking around the room like, bro, I'm about to throw this controller, man. Like, how's this dude? I'm like, how's this dude doing this, man? Like, he's man that's like 10 feet tall. Like, he should be easy to hit. How was he hitting me easier than I was hitting him? That was like the problem, man. Acer was now I read online, somebody was like, yeah, that boss is a ridiculous boss, it's a cheat. Because I'm trying to beat him with certain characters so I can get their cutscenes. It's not that I can't beat him, but if I only can beat him with one character, I can't get everybody cutscenes. And so, boy, I'm like, I get a character that I'm kind of good with. Man, he molly walked me the whole time. I said, bump the cutscenes. I don't even play the story mode no more. I just gave up on that. And I didn't play campaign no more. I played the story mode with Lars, but I never played the regular. I said bump the cutscenes. I'll just go online on YouTube and watch them all that way. I was fed up with it, bro. That I hated him. But the reason why I say Tekken 3, play some people. They kept beating me. I'm like you, Dom. Like I'm young at this point. Tekken 3, I'm super young. Couldn't beat these older guys. I'm mad. I get on playing computer. I'm trying to practice. Computer beating me now too because I put it on hard. And my mind was, if I could beat them on hard, I could beat the people that I'm playing. I couldn't beat them. So what did young James do? I took the game out, right? I put it on the drawer. I put it on our dresser. And I don't know what I grabbed. Let's just say it was like a hair grease container, you know, something like palm of your hand. And I launched it at the disc and said, and I'm like, yeah, you cheated me. So my bro, I tried. So then, you know, of course, I calmed down. A few hours later, I put the game back in the disc. Bro, that jump. I don't know if you ever heard the PlayStation game when it's scratched and it's not playing. Like, yeah. I was like, oh my God. Now, this is my brother's game. It's not my game.
Yeah.
I'm living with my brother. I'm young, right? I'm like, bro, I don't know what happened. So my brother said, hey, one of our friends, I think his name was Aaron, he said, we're going to swap games. He's going to hold Tekken 3, and he's going to give us this game. I'm like, okay. Knowing the game scratched. I ain't say nothing. My brother came back, like, man, a few days later, he said, bro, he said the game ain't playing. You know what happened? I said, no, I don't know what happened, man. He must have scratched it or something. And then he looked, he said, there's a big old scratch on here. He's like, you sure don't know how? I'm like, I have no idea, man. I don't know what happened. Man, I would never play Tekken 3 again because I broke it. Bro, I felt bad. I told him this later years, but I'm telling you, it was like years later I finally told him, I said, bro, it was me. I broke Tekken 3, bro. He was like, man, I knew you did it.
That's funny.
But I was heated though, bro. I threw something at the game and I called myself taking my anger out on the game and I broke it like a dummy. Because even back then when games got scratches, you get some, we used to have Sea Breeze. Man, I ain't say that so long. We get Sea Breeze and rub it on the disc a little bit, blow on it, and then you put it in, that thing play perfectly.
Yeah.
But whenever you heard that, it's over. Just get the game out. You're not playing it no more.
Dang, man, that's crazy.
PlayStation has some weird hacks though, especially the 3 little balls that rotated the game. But anyway, Tekken 3, Tekken 6. That's Tekken, man. I need to stop getting it, but
You about to be mad again.
I'm about to get it.
You about to be mad again. I don't know
That's
why,
hilarious.
bro. You about to be mad again. But so for me, so I think I said this before. I always liked as a child, like handheld gaming. So eventually I wanted one. And I told my parents. So I think pretty sure I got a Game Boy Color for Christmas. And then like I tried to play some games on there. I was like, wasn't really feeling those games. One, because they felt like watered down versions of like real games you can play on a console. And two, I couldn't play and be in a car at the same time while I was driving because I get motion sickness. It's weird. Because I can't look down at my phone even when I gotta like see what's going on, I guess. So I always had that as a kid. So yeah, but I eventually get, I think, a Game Boy Advance because I'm pretty sure this game came out on Advance. And this is like the only game I actually liked on this game. It's a handheld, other than Pokemon. It was Kingdom Hearts.
Oh my goodness. I knew where he was going with this, bro.
It was Kingdom Hearts. What's that game
Russ,
called?
why is Dom getting so close to the screen?
Sorry,
He's
reaching
really
the
into
memories.
this story.
Now, rechain of memories.
Rechain. Oh yeah, Rechain
Chain
of
of
Memories. Came out on the Game Boy Advance. I'm pretty
Here you
sure.
go, man.
Yep, here it is. I'm looking at it right now. So it took me a while to even play this game. I had it for a while, and I was like, whatever. It's not the same. Because I really like Kingdom Hearts. So I ended up playing it. I actually started to like it on my Game Boy. Like it to the point I get, like, literally to the end of the game. I think it'll tell you, like, the percentage you, like, to the game, I think. When you, like, look at the save. I'm pretty sure. So one day, I don't remember, but I remember we had bunk beds. One day I get to my game. I think one day before even I get to this day that I realized something happened in my game. Don was like, "Can I play it?" I was like, "No, you can't play it." I think my mom made me make him a save so he could play it. So I made him a save so he could play it. Back then, if you only had like 3 slots you could save.
Right.
I was the first one. He was the bottom one. There was a space. I always made space on my save, so you know, like, they're blank yours, right? You know, not like you can't accidentally click mine. You got to deliberately click my save, right? So I go to my game. I click the save. The intro plays. I was like, oh no, I must have just clicked new game. Reload the game. The intro is them walking towards the castle, like Goofy and Donald, and then they walking towards the castle. I'm like, nah, ain't no way this is my
Not a
save,
short
right?
game either.
It's not. It's not. I was playing this game, bro. Then I realized I looked at the saves. I'm like, no, this did not happen, bro. I rushed to Dom, bro. I like, did you erase my save? Screaming. No, I didn't. Like, yes, you did. I probably punched him. I probably hit him for real. Like, I was so mad, yo, because, like, he erased my save, bro. Like, that wasn't the first time he did that either. Like, he did that to, like, a couple games. But this one, I think this was the one that had me to heat it the most. Because, like, it took so long for me to get there. And I was actually playing a handheld game that I liked. And it actually became pretty fun. And then, like, yeah, he just destroyed that, bro. He destroyed that.
Did you realize you did it right away, Don? Or was it just
No,
one of those
what
He
things?
don't know. He was young. He was too young.
I was
bro.
young.
When this
You know,
game
with
came
kids.
out, this game came out in 2004. He was born in like 99.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? He just clicking shit. Just clicking. Why you got it, dog? My mom just love him, bro. Goodness gracious. Anyways, yeah, that you know, that out of everything, that probably made me the angriest. That probably made me the angriest. I was upset for some days for sure. I ain't never beat the game because of that. I ain't go back and play it. So yeah, that was it.
Person's dreams.
Showed it. I love that game too, man. Kingdom Hearts, I love like all of them. The ones I played, I was a big Kingdom Hearts fan back in the day. Yep.
Feels just as much passionate when he told us the first time.
Yeah, he has
Without
told
me
the story
yelling, because
right
I
before.
wanted to yell, but I got kids now. I guess I don't know. But all right, Don, last one.
All right, my last one is a story I probably told before. So it's about Persona 3. I'm not gonna spoil anything. It was about me playing Persona 3. Right, first Persona game I played. One of the harder RPGs I played. I was playing it. The game took me about 200 hours to beat. If you look at the save data, say 200 hours, give and take some, where I probably like left the game on, because you know you gotta like save the game in actual save spots. So I probably left that game on sometimes because I didn't have a chance to save. So roughly anywhere from 150 hours plus to beat that game, right? But that's because I tried to do literally everything I could do. that game took me like months of real time, like to beat the game, because it would get to the point where I'd die on a boss, and I was like, man, I don't want to play no more. That was back. You couldn't even control your party members in that game, right? You just give them like a set of commands, like, oh, you attack, you focus on healing, right? You focus on doing this, right? And it's like I'm fighting the final boss, right? I'm at the final boss. The final boss, I'm not even gonna say this because it might be a slice board, but has multiple stages, right?
Right.
You can tell when you're getting closer to a final boss in a game like this, right? Now they start bringing out the moves. You getting close to the end. This final boss fight is like 2 hours almost long, right? 2 hour long final boss fight. I fought this boss at least 3, 4, 5 times before this. I'm at the final boss. I'm fighting it. I'm like, all right, I'm almost done. I have a feeling this is like the last 2 hits, bro, that this boss needs, right? Because I've been going through this rotation, barely living, reviving people who die. And this boss is literally almost like the size of a building. Like the size of a big building, almost, right? And you know how in video games, you tell the character to go attack something, and they can miss, right?
Right.
Tell me why the computer, I tell him to go hit the boss. Or what? Now but he's about to go hit the boss. Tell me why he missed. And if you know Persona's combat system, right? Like, if you miss, it like ends, it takes away more than like one of your like turn, because it's like a turn system, like, so you get 4 actions, 1 for each character. You get like a critical hit or hit a weakness, you get an extra action, right? So if your person misses or gets an attack reflected at them, they lose like 2 of your turns or 4 of your like little turns. Tell me why, because he hits before my person that heals us. Tell me why he misses, ends my turn. And I get one shot by this boss. I've been fighting for almost 2 hours, almost being done. I was so angry, bro, that you could miss on a boss who's the size of a building, right? And you're a regular human. How you miss fighting a boss the size of a human, the size of a building? He falls, gets crit, and I get one shot at the rest. And it's one of the games where, like, if your main character dies, and then it's over, right? So the main party member dies, it's over. No reviving you.
Right.
I was so mad, dog. I was like, after that, I honestly tell you, I didn't pick that game up for a month later almost. The next time I played the game, I did beat the boss, but I didn't pick that game up for almost a month later. How mad I was at that game, man.
That's fine.
I was so angry, dog. I was like, nah, I ain't doing this, bro. I ain't doing this, man. And the PlayStation 3 made my room so hot playing on that thing. Sitting in a hot room fighting this boss for 2 hours just to lose to that.
Sweating.
I was like, I'm done with this. I ain't picked that game up for a whole month. I almost didn't pick up that game ever again. I beat it the next time I played, though. But man, I was so angry at that boss, man. And that's before Persona 4 added like a retry if you died to the boss. So at least you retried the boss. That game, nah, you got to go back to like the last time you saved. You got to run up to the floor to fight the boss. Then you fight the boss. Bruh. I was so angry, dog. I was so angry. Still one of my favorite games, though. But man, I was so angry, dog.
GP. Your last
one. It's the tall characters that somehow gets the magical abilities to dodge your attacks. To this day. Number 1. Def Jam Vendetta Fight for New York. And it wasn't the game that was the issue. I'm playing Def Jam Vendetta Fight for New York. So if you don't know, basically it was a fighting game or a wrestling style game that had different combat. So this one, Snoop Dogg was the main villain. The prequel was just Def Jam Vendetta, which was a fun game, really fun. Played with rappers and they had these artists. It was real fun. So story mode wasn't super long, like it wasn't a complex game, but it had a story mode. I'm progressing through story mode, doing my thing, having fun, making decisions, picking my styles, how I want to fight. Do I want to be a grappler? Do I want to be a brawler? Like, capoeira? Like, what do I want to do? So I'm picking all this stuff, right? Having all fun. Have to make life decisions. Do I want to have this as my girlfriend? Do I want to have her as my girlfriend? Do I want to live in this apartment? I have to make all the decisions. Nothing important, y'all. I'm being sarcastic if you didn't catch on. So, I had a friend come over We playing Def Jam, I'm whooping him, man. He can't touch me, bro. It's like any game we played, I whooped him. I think I was like a year older than him, but he didn't play games like that, so he was pretty easy. That's my homeboy. I ain't gonna say his name. He a Falcons fan too, though. But I ain't gonna say his name. So we playing, right? And I'm drifting off, right? Like we staying up 2 a.m. It's a sleepover. I'm like, man, I'm about to go to sleep. He's like, all right, man. You know, can I play the game? I was like, yeah, bro, I don't care. Man. So I went to sleep. I woke up. I noticed like before I went to sleep, I was like at 51% progression in the story. I wake up, that y'all said 72%. Said, what? I'm trying to think like, hold up, bro. What happened between? So I'm thinking like, okay, what happened? So I'm thinking, and then I realized somehow I done chose what clothes I was wearing. I made the decision on. I guess I dumped my girlfriend and got a new girl. I chose another fighting style. I said, bro, these decisions happen. So we go to breakfast, right? Like I said, sleep, but waking up for breakfast. And I don't know if y'all ever seen Baby Boy. I don't know if y'all remember when Ving Rhames was in the kitchen, butt naked, and talking about he drinking all the Kool-Aid. Tyrese walk in, and he like, man, you want something? He just stared at him mad, and he drank the last of the Kool-Aid. So I walk in breakfast. I'm telling you why. He eating cereal, crunching. I said, bro, did you play my game? He said, yeah. I thought you won mine. Dog, when I tell you, man, that was the closest I ever was close to striking somebody at the table. I ain't eating that crunchy cereal. And every time he talking, yeah, man, I thought you didn't care. Man, I wanted to deck him in his jaw, bro.
That's equivalent to what Dom did.
What made you think? No, and what makes it worse, it was intentional. He said, I thought you won mine.
Nah,
bro, you could have, I said, bro, you could have started a whole new game. I would not have kept, like, you have the ability to start a whole new game. Why in the heck would you play my story and progress my story and then save it? Bro, I said, I wanted to debt this dude right at my table. I didn't care what my mom and my dad said. If I would have got a punishment, I was heated. And so I beat the game, but I'm thinking like, shoot, I don't know what happened from 52% to 71%. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the scoreline was. So I'm like, do I replay the game? Like, bro, I ain't trying to do that. So, man, I never replayed the game. So, to this day, I don't know what that middle 20% was. I don't know what I missed. All I know was he changed my girl. I had some new girl. I don't know who she was. I had a new outfit. I don't know what I was wearing. And I come in and ask him, man, I thought you wouldn't mind, man.
Dudes like that don't care about spoilers. You know? Those strange dudes, bro.
And to this day, he bring it up sometimes. He's like, but you remember when I played your game? I was like, yeah, I remember, bro. Like, we laugh now, but boy, I was heated, man. I just don't understand. Why would you think that was okay? Like, Don being a kid, and you know that's gonna happen. But like, bro, you my age, we like in high school. You know, this is my game. Why would you just play? So
that's so funny.
Yeah, bro. Like I said, the image in my brain, him eating a crunchy cereal, just yeah, man. I thought you wouldn't mind.
That's the funny part, bro. He a chewing, bro.
Bro, I wanted to deck him so bad, bro. But that's my boy to this day. We still talk. We Facebook friends. He got a family, but if he was standing beside me, man, I might would hit him in the stomach and just kind of laugh, but like I waited too long to hit you, bro. Yeah. But yeah, Def Jam Vendetta, man. Don't play people. Y'all listen. Don't play other people's stories, bro. Just create a new save or ask them deliberately. Can I play your story? Because usually it's a no.
You know, when the 360 came out, when we got it, and I realized you could like create entire new accounts for like separate people. That's when I was so happy, bro. My whole life flashed before my eyes, yo, because I was like, Dom does not have to play on my account ever again, bro.
Still playing on his account.
Yeah, still playing on it. But it was for online though. Yes, if you want to get online,
right.
Until they fixed that, but that was better. Yeah, bro. Like you was online, bro. We was playing with your little brother. I was like, oh, dang, man, I can't escape this dude, bro. But yeah, my last one. I was gonna tell one that was like not it was a story, but it's I said it before, like probably like twice on this podcast. So I'll tell it another time. I'll tell you about this one time. This is short, and I do have like experiences with games making me mad, but like I find these a lot more funnier. So I was playing a game. I was living with. Wait, was I living with them? I don't know. I was at home. I was older. I don't remember if I was spending the night or I was in between moving or something. But I was at Dom house where he's in that same room actually. So maybe I was living. So like I was just playing a game. I was playing multiplayer. I was going off on this game. I just said this earlier. And this is what I wanted to say. Wait for Don. I think he disappeared again. Oh, okay. Are you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. So yeah, like this may have a cut or not, but I think this was when we were talking about. I was kind of giggling because Dom like kind of disappeared, and I was gonna say like something, but this is what I was going to say. It's a part of the story. So like. I was playing this game, multiplayer game. I was going off, and I was having so much fun. I was probably playing Battlefield. All of a sudden, like, I'm looking at the hallway. Like, all the lights are on, right? I got the game room lights, hallway lights on. I can see another room across the light. All of a sudden, the hallway lights go off. I was like, okay. And then, like, the other room lights go off. I was like, all right. Then, like, everything the internet went out. I was like, what? Then the lights in the game just went out. I was like, yo, what's going on, bro? It's not storming, bro.
I already know
it's not storming, right? I'm like, yo, what is going on, bro? I was so upset.
Man.
You say what?
Paranormal activity.
Bro.
Paranormal activity.
So I got headset on. I throw everything off. I'm like, what's going on, bro? I go all the way down the hallway into the kitchen in the garage. The garage door straight up open. My dad is in the garage, bro, just slapping circuit breakers. He just slapping circuit breakers on and off. I was like,
That man still do this, man.
You're like, you're not gonna warn nobody? And he got his angry face. I'm like, what is going on? I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. I'm like, bro, you gotta let people know. You can't just go in and start slapping stuff out. People could be doing stuff, bro.
It's even funny because I know your dad, bro. He is the person to do that, bro.
He just woke up and just let me start slapping circuit breakers on and off. Like, bro, they labeled.
Oh man.
Right.
Like,
He asked you, was you doing something after the fact? I'm like, oh, my bad.
Bro, he ain't say that to me, bro. I don't know why he did that, dog. I was so mad. Like, I was so mad, bro. I was so mad, but then, like, for a few minutes, I was mad, but then I just started laughing because it's just so funny. Like, who does that, bro? Go in and just start. You just see your stuff flicker. I'm like, yo, what?
But this house about to blow up, man. What's going on?
I'm over here gaming my life away, bro. Next thing you know, just I'm like, yo.
Let me ask you, when the game went off, and then did you think, oh man, something wrong with the game until the lights started going off too?
Nah, I didn't really notice like something was really going on until like the whole room just went out. And I was like, bro, it's broad daylight, no rain, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, did we pay the bill? But no, the light came back on, right? So I'm like,
right,
the freak going on, bro.
Randomly.
I go in the garage, this man just going crazy. Like, dog.
Well, did you ever figure out what he was doing? Like, what
I don't
was
remember.
the
I don't
original
remember.
issue? Okay.
He was trying to like he do that like to try to figure out like maybe trying to reset something or something.
Oh boy.
But I swear to label, bro. I swear to label, bro. I was like, yo, what is going on, dog?
Yeah.
They are, to be honest, they are late.
Like he just going there like they're like wall lights. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, these are circuit breakers. You were turning off this house, bro. This house is going crazy. But yeah, that's
always funny, bro.
dog. I was so mad. Dog. I was like, who does that, bro? But yeah, that was it, man. That was it.
Yeah, that old uncle, man. That's his persona, man. If you told that story, like, guess who did it? I 100% would know that was him. It's
Nobody
Can't deny it.
else is doing that, dog. Nobody is doing that. At least
Going around
gonna
smacking
tell you, bro.
bro.
Like, yo, like, hey, I'm about to,
he said he was looking angry doing it too.
yeah, he's just trying to, like, bro, what's going on?
Woke up in the middle of the night, probably, man.
Popping them things, yo. Like, as if, like, that's normal, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna tell
Man.
nobody? I can see if you warn somebody. Nah, bro.
Right,
Just
right.
flight lights and stuff is going on and all. You could be cooking. You know, you could be writing a paper. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro. None of that matters. He just trying to fix whatever he got to fix. Ain't fixing nothing. You know? just doing stuff. But yeah, that's that's my dad, bro.
Shout out to old uncle, man. Love you, man. For funny stuff, but he let us have fun though. I give him that too.
Yep.
He just let us go out and play. We'll come back when we come back.
Yeah. That's one thing I say about my parents. They really let us, you know, no matter how dangerous what we was doing, you know, as long as we came back.
We
We could have went and did the crazy stuff. As long as we
come
came
We
back.
hungry now.
Yeah.
We hungry, man. Let's go and eat.
It's crazy.
Oh man.
But
Good
yeah,
stuff, y'all.
that's it,
Some fun
man.
stuff.
That's my outro. All right. That's all I got, dog.
Listen, y'all. If you don't learn anything today, don't play other people's saves, bro. And if you my age now, you do that, you gonna have to get a punishment. I'm sorry. Like when I say we have to fight, square up, or I'm gonna knock the food out your hand that you really enjoying, something's gonna happen. If I'm not just letting it go, cause my mom and dad don't live for me no more. So I'm warning you now. Now, if my girl do that, she's not a gamer, so I might have to give her some grace. But yeah, we still ain't gonna have that happen. But outside of that, man, appreciate y'all, man. Be patient with us once again. I think especially once my man Don passed his Security Plus test on Monday, Tuesday. Was it Monday?
Yep.
Once you pass it Monday, man, I think we all will be available because I'm gonna get this book and I won't be grinding until I schedule my next test. But we'll try to get back on it. Appreciate y'all listening. Hope y'all got a laugh out of it, man. If you got some stories or wanted to share, man, send us a link. We trying to get the social media presence going with TikTok, Facebook, and all that. So, man, y'all chat with us, share your stories with us. Any games we miss, man, we covered a lot of games, so it's gonna be hard. But if you missed the game, let us know and see what we think about the game. But thank y'all for sticking with us, whether it's morning, noon, night, or whatever time zone you in. Keep checking us out. GP out.
Hey, that same mind. I'll say one thing I forgot to mention is like if you're in like card games, like if you play Magic or Digimon, be on the lookout for those card prices because for some reason those cards are like tanking in price. Like a lot of Magic cards that were like maybe even like in the 50s or like dropping down.
Inflation, we broke.
They're dropping down to like $25, $20. Like I ain't played Magic in like a few months, but I went last Friday and I was like looking on the thing. I was like, man, why are these cards like a lot of these cards that were like pricey or like cheap now? Well, like relatively cheap now. And some of them are like actually cheap now. So just be on the lookout for Magic and Digimon. Never said nothing about Armored Core. Played that fun game if you like robot fighting. If you don't like robot fighting, really good game to play. Thank y'all for tuning in. Probably feel like it's on the longer side. Appreciate y'all for listening. Enjoyed talking. Yeah, I've been cool. Make sure you share it if you like it. Share if you don't. We appreciate you. Yeah.
Yeah. And I told you, I'm done. We are out. Oh, Gas Podcast Season 2, Episode 18. We out.